So you have to ask for help from heaven. God, we don't know what to do. That's just the truth. But here it is. But our eyes are on you. We've got to do it God's way. Somebody say God's way. When you don't know what to do, number one, you go to the highest. What did Jehoshaphat do? He sought the Lord. He went to God first. Before he did anything else, he went to the Lord. He inquired of the Lord. It amazes me how some people, even the testimony, right? I love the testimonies when say, well, I was out there in the world. I tried this and I tried that. I mean, they go through this whole list, right? I tried women. I tried drugs. I tried this and that. And then I found the Lord. And they're like, whoa, he found the Lord. And I'm thinking, brother, why didn't you try God first? Anybody else, you feel like you would have had an easier time if you would have went straight to Jesus. We must go to the highest. We must go to the highest. David said in Psalm 103:19, the Lord has set his throne in heaven and his kingdom rules over all. His kingdom rules over all. If his kingdom rules over all, when we are in trouble, when we are distressed, when we don't know what to do, we need to go to the one whose kingdom rules over all. Amen. I know my time. You ever done customer service and something's wrong? You go back and say, and you talk to the person and they try to work it out, and within 30 seconds you realize they ain't got no power. You realize they ain't got no authority. And once you get after over 50 like me, you don't stand there as long as I used to when I was 45. You're your 30s and 40s. You're still talking to them like, really? Can you? No, when you get 50, you're like, I want to see the general manager. I want to see the owner. But, sir, no, I can. No. God bless Tabitha Brown. Say, bless your heart. Bless your heart. But I need to talk to somebody with authority. You go to the highest. Saving Private Ryan, one of my favorite movies, because of this one scene. These soldiers are fighting battles because there was this mother with 4 sons. 3 of them were killed in battle. She only got 1 son left, and he's out on the battlefield. So the government sends this battalion to go find Private Ryan, get him off of the battlefield so this mother won't be childless. So they're going to find him, but they're fighting and they're getting whooped. They're in battle, and they are complaining one day after battle. Man, we almost got killed. We out here trying to find this one soldier. This don't make no sense. And they looked at their captain, their leader. They said, Cap, doesn't this get on your nerves? Aren't you bothered by this? It doesn't make sense. And he says, yes, he says, watch this. But in the chain of command, you always gripe up. In the chain of command, you don't talk to your homies. In the chain of command, amen, you don't go lateral. In the chain of command, you've got to go vertical. You've got to go to the only one who knows you because he created you. You've got to go to the only one who knew you before you were you. While I was woven together in the depths of the earth, your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. Tell your neighbor, go to the highest. Number 2, you got to give God your history. I read it, so I'd have to go deep on it, but remember he started to pray, oh God, aren't you the one that delivered us? You are the one that brought us out of Egypt. You are the one who established us in this land. You are the one who did this with us. You are the one who spoke the promise to Abraham. Now he's name dropping, right? I'm from LA area. You know, we name drop with the best of them down there. Abraham, your friend, that's your boy. And now these dudes are coming up. This is my translation. These brothers coming up against us. And back in the day, you let them live. We could have destroyed them back when we were coming out. But you said, no, go around them. And now, years later, they trying to take us out. What up with that, God? That's my translation. So he gives God his history. And I remember years ago as a little kid, you know, there was a few preachers when you're a little kid, you know, in church. We went to church all the time. Anybody you grew up one of those churches, we went to church all the time. Sometimes my mother would put our pajamas on before we went to church because she knew we was going to be there all night, and it's hard to dress a child that's already asleep. So you put your pajamas on. Where we going to church? I would usually ignore most of them. I would have my little Tonka truck, and I'd be under the pew playing around. But there's a couple of them. One was Horace Shepherd Jr. When Horace Shepherd Jr. came to First Church of God in Toledo, Ohio, I would be listening to him because he was animated and he was funny and he could hold your attention. But the other one was Mother Vera Boudreaux. Mom Boudreaux from here, Vallejo, somewhere around here. She was a woman of God. She was a prophet. She had this silver hair, and it seemed like she knew God on a first-name basis. Years later, I was driving her to West Middlesex, and we were talking, have a good conversation about this and that, and then she stopped talking to me mid-sentence and started talking to Jesus. I was like, yeah, Mom, She was like, yeah. Then she said, yes, Lord, and Father. And she started talking to the Lord, and I'm looking up like, but when she would come, she would just speak the word and speak in tongues and prophesy. And the part I loved as a kid, she would call people out. Say, you, son, stand up. And then stand up. God's got his hand on you. And And she would just read them. And I'd be like, woo, that was hard. And then over the years, I would see people would be avoiding her when she came. Once she gets into a prophetic stage, people be looking down like, I was like, get him, Mom B. Get him, Mama. Get him, Mama. Get him, Mama. Get him, Mama. But she would say these three words, and I remember them to this day. Lord, you promised. She had a message on it, but she would just say, Lord, you promised. Come on, say, Lord, you promised. You've got to know his promise. You've got to know his word. But once you know his word, you know his promise, you start standing on his promise, and then you are ready to go forward. Lord, you promised. Seen you move. You move the mountains, and I believe. I'll see you do it again. You made a way. And I believe. I'll see you. I've seen you do it. And I believe you'll do it again. Same God. Give him your history. Finally, number 3, you have to ask for help from heaven. Says, God, we don't know what to do. There's nobody we can call. There's no one who understands where we are. There's no one on the face of this earth with a solution. So we are looking to you. I'm saying to you, Destiny, I'm saying to you, my brother, my sister, I don't know where you are in your journey. I don't know what you're going through, but I believe the Lord sent me all the way from Altadena, California, Pasadena, to say to you today, you need to look to him. He's the only one. There's not a model. Some of the first things we do, and I understand it because I do it as well, we look for a model. Who else is doing it? And we see a model that's similar, we try to replicate it, but there's some things we go through in life, there is no model because there is no other Destiny Christian Fellowship. There's no other you. Tell your neighbor there's no other you. Tell them you're a designer's original. Amen. So you have to ask for help from heaven. God, we don't know what to do. That's just the truth. But here it is. But our eyes are on you. Amen. When we look to God, we don't glance up at God. We don't, just turn around. No, it says our eyes are on you. We fix our eyes on you. We fix our gaze on you. We're not going to look to the left or to the right. Our eyes are on you. We don't know what to do, but it doesn't say this, but this is how I end that sentence, or I don't add to it, but this is how it plays out. We don't know what to do, but you do. We know that you do. How many of you know that God knows what to do? Come on, whatever you're going through, how many of you know that God knows what to do?